almost 7 o'clock on this Wednesday, December the 10th. Thanks for being with us. I'm Bobby Castro.
And I'm Jen Lammers. Let's take a look at our Wednesday morning headlines. We'll start with Mario.
A new leak coming from an old abandoned oil well prompting a local emergency here in Newport Beach and threatening homes. We're live in the neighborhood where this is all happening with the latest on the situation just ahead.
And new details on a person murdered in his Santa Monica home. Police say he is a Grammy-nominated opera singer. We'll have the latest on the investigation.
Also, LAPD Chief Jim McDonnell will be here. He'll talk crime to holiday safety and other topics. He's going to be with us in just a few moments.
And where is everyone escaping to over the holidays? We've got the list of the hottest holiday travel destinations, and there are a few surprises. But first, let's go over to Maria for a check on the weather.
I would say our area is probably the holiday getaway for a lot of people because of this. We have had some amazing weather this month. So far, it's been dry. It has felt almost like summer as we get into the afternoon. High pressure is in control, and you can tell by how clear it is across the southwest. Temperatures are cooler in the morning, but not bad. 64 in Pasadena currently, 52 in San Bernardino, 42 a little cooler in Corona. It's warmed up a little bit in Palmdale, 36, but it's still below freezing in Big Bear, 27, allowing them to make snow at least. We need a little help from Mother Nature for our local resorts, but they have been making some snow because of those cold temperatures. 72 in the high desert eventually this afternoon, 84 in Palm Springs, 64 up into the mountains of Big Bear eventually later today. Downtown LA should reach a high of 82, well above normal. 67 is typically our average for the date. 86 for the valleys and the Inland Empire. Not bad along the coast either, in the low 70s. I'll show you the extended outlook in just a few moments, but first let's head back up to Stu and Sky Fox. Get another look at our busy traffic conditions here on the, I'm gonna guess you're on the 101, Stu?
The 101's in the picture, definitely.
You're on the 405.
Yeah, you know what? You got it. You got that one. It's definitely on part of the 101. The 405 is where the issue was, and apparently it is going to be a SIG alert. But you know what? This area is super slow and go to begin with. It does look like they are taking away at least 1 or 2 lanes out there. Now, that's going to be on the southbound 405 right by Burbank. You can see some police activity still over there in that area. That might be because of some pothole activity, so that is actually, look at it as a kind of one of those plus and minus type of things. If they fix that pothole, that'll be fantastic. But right now, you got a lot of backup. So give yourself even extra time. Maybe even just call it in today, because that 405 southbound is going to be a tough drive. You're basically on the brakes from before Sherman Way as you're making your way southbound. And once you get past Burbank, where that closure is, it's still a very slow and go over the Sepulveda Pass. Sending it back to y'all in the studio. Good morning.
All right, Stu, thank you very much. Good morning to you. We do begin with breaking news just into our newsroom. A federal judge has ordered the Trump administration to end its deployment of California National Guard troops in Los Angeles. About 100 troops remain in the city months after protests over immigration raids subsided. The judge today ruled that the federal government kept them in LA illegally and directed control back to Governor Gavin Newsom. The Trump administration plans to appeal, arguing threats remain. The judge's order is on hold until Monday, giving time for further legal action.
Well, the rush is on to plug an old abandoned oil well that's leaking methane gas in a Newport Beach neighborhood.
Mario Ramirez is live at the drill site with the very latest. Mario.
Bob, Jen, we've been watching as that work picks up here this morning. Several large trucks moving into the neighborhood, additional crews here setting up near that emergency oil rig site here that sits at 36th and Marcus Street, taking over part of this coastal community here. And the work isn't done just yet. City leaders say crews will be working around the clock for at least the next week, trying to stop what they call a significant leak from an oil well that's been buried for more than a century. Now, the well was drilled back in 1924, about 800 feet below a family's home, and capped just 5 years later after operators discovered the oil was too thick to be profitable. But back in October, that's when everything changed. Homeowners suddenly found methane gas and heavy oil seeping straight into their house, and that prompted mandatory evacuations, which have since been lifted, while the emergency work to seal that well continues with constant noise and no direct notice from the city.
They had an oil boom on the water for almost 2 weeks, so we knew something was up. It was, in fact, it wasn't until we had some other neighbors talk to us about it. We couldn't smell anything, but obviously there was a real issue with some old methane coming up.
Shockingly, I didn't know about it. I think we should have gotten notices on our doors, or everybody, the businesses and everyone else. We should have known about this.
The city says 2 homes that have already been red tagged because of this may have to be demolished. That oil rig now towers over the Balboa Peninsula, drilling day and night to reach the old well, suck out the oil, and seal it with a special cement mix. Now, back out here live, this is a very densely populated area. Neighbors also say the emergency site here has created a parking nightmare, as you can imagine. The work here expected to be completed by Christmas, but city officials here in Newport Beach say they'll continue for at least another week. For now, that's the latest here in Newport Beach. I'm Mario Ramirez. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Mario, thank you. Grammy-nominated singer Jubilant Sykes is dead, and police say his son is responsible. Sykes, known for his powerful opera, classical, and gospel performances, was found stabbed at his Santa Monica home. His 31-year-old son, Michael, was arrested at the scene and reportedly has a history of mental illness. Friends and family are devastated, calling Sykes a beloved figure in his community and worldwide.
This community is in shock. My family's in shock. We're in shock. I can't talk about the son. Jubilant was a wonderful person.
It's devastating to the community. He is so well known all around the world. People are calling me now, just crying.
Investigators are still working to determine what led to the tragedy.
Happening today, Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez will announce the expansion of her RV to Home program. The program helps individuals transition from RVs to permanent housing. The city formally adopted the program, allowing it to be implemented across Los Angeles. Councilwoman Rodriguez says nearly 300 people have been housed and 150 RVs removed in her district through the program. It was initially called West Valley Homes Yes.
All right, let's take a look at the big board right now. After the opening bell, the Dow up 95 points, just a little up there to 47,656. Of course, traders are anticipating the Federal Reserve to announce an interest rate cut later this morning. They are thinking this is going to be about 25 basis points, but we'll hear in just a couple of hours.
Yeah, Doug Luzader joins us now with more on the Fed's impending decision. Yeah, what is expected to happen here, Doug?
Well, the Fed began meeting about an hour ago. We expect this announcement to come in about 4 hours. It's widely expected, as Bob mentioned, that we're going to see a 1/4 point cut. If it's anything outside of that, we're going to see a big reaction from the markets. But that's what the Fed has kind of indicated heading into this meeting, that there is an inclination to cut interest rates a little bit. You know, beyond that, it's tough to say where the Fed goes, for instance, in January. But the president, as you know, has really been pushing the Fed to cut interest rates. He'll take a 1/4 point. He would like to see more than that.
I know that President Trump has been at odds with the Fed Chairman Jerome Powell. This is supposed to be his last meeting before he leaves office. Trump says he has a good idea of who he wants to replace him. Have there been any names floated around?
Yeah, I mean, there are a few names out there, a couple of current Fed governors, some former ones. The name that keeps coming up is Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, who has indicated again and again and again that he doesn't want the job, which may be a sure guarantee that he's going to get it. It's difficult to say, and no one knows for sure. It's hard to imagine that Bessent would actually provide a hard no to the president if the president really asked him, but we'll see. But yeah, there's a parlor game underway right now as to who the next Fed chairman.
I think Bessent has said, you know, he doesn't want it, but he's given the president other names. Say, hey, how about this person or this person? Speaking of affordability, because the president kind of leaned into this in his trip to Pennsylvania yesterday, saying now make America affordable again. One of the issues here is health care, and this was the big sticking point when it came to the negotiations at the end of last year and what caused the government shutdown. And now Senate Republicans understand that they need to really tackle this issue of health care and affordability when it comes to premiums, and they're going to vote on something today, on some sort of proposal today. What are we hearing from them?
Yeah, this is the Obamacare subsidies that were brought on through COVID to help people pay for health insurance at a difficult time. Excuse me, like a lot of subsidies, they kind of became, the assumption became they were permanent. Well, they expired, and that was kind of the nature of the long shutdown that we went through, Democrats insisting that they be renewed. Republicans many of them open to the idea of renewing something or putting something in place to make these plans more affordable. But it's a question of what. We're going to see votes on a couple of different plans. One is the Democratic plan to just simply renew these subsidies for 3 years. Republicans are talking about reforming the program where the money, instead of going directly to insurance companies, would go to the individual first in the form of a health savings account. So that's what they're talking about. Probably both of these plans are going to fail. So it's going to be back to the drawing board then to see if they can come up with something before these subsidies expire at the end of the year.
I mean,
that's happening really soon.
Yeah, it's good to know that they're actually having these discussions, or even that they're talking about this. As you said, probably not going to go anywhere for now, but at least that issue is now forefront on both sides of the aisle.
They have to. It affects so many people.
Yeah.
All right, Doug Luzada there for us in Washington. Thank you.
Thank you, Doug.
Thanks, guys.
All right, still ahead, a new development in the death of a teen found in the trunk of a rapper's Tesla. We're going to tell you who just testified in front of a grand jury.
Also, a record-breaking gift for a California university. Philanthropist Mackenzie Scott making headlines again. We'll tell you how much she donated this time. Also, a new hospital opening its doors in Irvine, and Coco is there.
Good morning. Yes, an exciting day here in Irvine. We are talking about the grand opening of the largest all-electric hospital. UCI Health will be opening today at 8 o'clock. We'll take you here live.
Welcome back to you. I'm meteorologist Maria Quaban. Was it hot enough yesterday for you? We did actually break some records yesterday. In Orange County, Anaheim came in with 84 degrees. That was an old record broken. San Jacinto in Riverside County, 83 degrees. Big Bear, 72. That was a record high. And in Idlewild, also up in the mountains, that tied the old record of 72 degrees. Why is it so warm? We've got an area of high pressure that is in control of our weather, and it's just been anchored here in the East Pacific, keeping that storm track well to our north. That atmospheric river has been aimed right at the Pacific Northwest and Canada. Temperatures for us have been well above normal. In fact, today, tomorrow could be 18 degrees to 20 degrees above normal. And that's because of the offshore flow. It's that clockwise flow of air around that area of high pressure. I don't suspect we'll see any rain. I've been looking at the long-range models, the extended outlook pointing to perhaps December 22nd or 23rd for when we can see a little bit of rain. We'll wait and see for sure. I'll keep you posted as we continue to watch the models develop. But for now, we have dry conditions, so plan away any outdoor activity. 82 for downtown LA today. That's well above the normal of 67 typically we would get on today's date. 47 up into Big Bear in the 9 a.m. hour, getting into those low 60s. I don't think they'll be breaking any records today, but we do have a lot of sunshine in effect. The offshore flow will weaken slightly, or that ridge of high pressure will start to weaken, so the winds will actually weaken as well. 81 at around noontime there, and Anaheim looking at 82 at 2 p.m. And as we look at Laguna Beach, we've got mostly sunny skies this afternoon, getting up to around 70 degrees at 2 p.m. I'll show you the 7-day forecast in just a few moments. In the meantime, I'll send it back to you, too.
All right, Maria, thank you. A state-of-the-art medical center is welcoming patients in Orange County. This is a very exciting morning.
Very exciting. It's in UC Irvine, and they're opening the country's largest all-electric hospital. We've got Coco there. Lots of excitement this morning. Coco, good morning.
Good morning. Yes, it's a huge day, not just for Southern California, but for the entire country, because we're talking about the largest all-electric hospital here with UCI Health. I am here with Chad Lefteris. He is the president and CEO of UCI Health. If you can just talk about what today means and all the excitement.
Thank you for being here. This is a very, very big day. Many years in the making, and if you look around, look at the excitement that's happening around us. This is the best thing for our community, for our patients, and beyond. You hit on it. This is very unique.
And if you can talk about why it is important to have an all-electric hospital.
So we're setting a new standard. We're stewards of our community and our resources in a very different way. The University of California has been leading the way in this space. Before, it was actually pretty cool. But now we've proven that we can do this in a 24/7 operation, inpatient hospital facility. Very unique, high energy demands, we know that. So we're setting a brand new standard for everyone else to follow.
Yes, and speaking of energy demands, we were talking about what the backup plan is, just in case.
Yeah, so absolutely. So the only fossil fuels that are on the site are what's called life safety code backup. So in that unlikely event that power were to go out, a major storm, a major event, we have to have generators as backup. Those are diesel generators. And so far, that is the only thing that meets that need. They have to turn on within seconds and can power the equivalent of thousands of homes or this amazing facility. So far, so that's it. No other fossil fuels on the site.
And if you can talk about what's going to happen here starting at 8 o'clock this morning.
There's a lot of activity around us here, and we're just going to celebrate with these amazing teammates. So from the design team to the engineering team to our amazing clinical and support teams, they've been working hours, days, nights, weekends, stocking, simulating, training to be ready for today. And they're now ready to celebrate and welcome not just our first patient, but so many patients, as well as to this entire community.
Thank you so much, Chad Lefteris, President and CEO. You can see that ribbon right here. It's really going to be an amazing ribbon cutting ceremony happening at 8 o'clock this morning. Again, this is in Irvine, the largest all-electric hospital and really just the second in the country. I do want to take you inside because I was telling you I was going to show you inside. You can see that there are lots of people inside as well getting ready for the grand opening, and everything is brand new, ready to open to the public starting at 8 o'clock. I'll send it back to you.
It's got that new hospital smell, I'm sure. Wow, how beautiful.
It does. Looks nice. And congrats to everyone there. How exciting is it to work at a new, fresh place where they'll be changing lives.
It's a lot of work. Well done.
Thank you, Coco. Still had a new mayor of Santa Monica sworn in last night, but not without some controversy. We explain coming up.
And put on your Santa hats because I am taking you inside Tinsel Color, an old school supper club style venue putting a new twist on holiday entertainment. Welcome back. Hey, what's your favorite holiday movie? Do you remember being at home and singing along with all the songs? Well, now you get to do that live in a stunning arena that brings together 22 live performers, an 8-piece band, and 25 holiday soundtracks. Oh, and a host all my millennials out there will recognize very well. It's called Tinsel Color at Cinevita, and I got to go behind the scenes. It's old school supper club meets a cozy holiday at home inside a one-of-a-kind venue where no seat is a bad seat.
We are in what is called a Belgian Spiegel tent.
Spiegel tent.
Spiegel tent. So Spiegel means mirror in Dutch, and there's 3,000 mirrors in here. Wow. So they call it a mirror palace. These have been around for a little over 100 years when they first started.
Oh my goodness.
And everything is done by hand. All the glass is hand cut. All the wood is hand carved, all by one family.
Think back to the best memories you have of the holidays, and it's right here on display at Tinsel Color. Live singers and bands performing hits from holiday favorites, old and new. All right, so here we go into the dressing room. Come with me.
How you doing?
Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous.
Sorry, just doing some last minute adjustments.
This is kind of your office, right?
Oh yeah, well, it's more the girls' office.
Yeah.
I'm actually just getting ready to put the girls in one of their looks. Any chance you want to join them?
Absolutely. Game on.
We ready?
What do we think?
Are you going on tonight?
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I truly do feel like Regina George in this. Okay, Jessica, talk to me about the number we're doing.
doing a little Mean Girls inspired number.
I love that.
Their classic Jingle Bell Rock.
Yep.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. We're gonna go jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. And then you're gonna go here. And we're gonna do just little hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then around.
Around.
5, 6, 7. This is the iconic moment. Slap your thighs. Yep.
Yep.
And we're gonna bump our butts 4 times.
Oh yeah.
1, 2,
I believe
3,
in the wild
4.
they call this twerking.
Yes, twerking.
Sexy Santa! From my mean girls to the new kid, the host with the most. So instead of it's ho, ho, ho. Oh, you got it.
I love a Christmas pun.
For Joey McIntyre, doing this show has made his sugar plum dreams come true.
We have the classics, and you have yourself a merry little Christmas, and it's the most wonderful time of the year, and all those classics, but there's some new stuff in there as well.
What's the McIntyre household like during the holidays?
I have to, leave the room more than a few times because, they're just driving me crazy.
Yeah, of
You know what I mean? I got 2 teenage
You got a little
boys.
break in the closet, you
They
know what I
always seem to want to wrestle right next to the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Other than that, we're blessed, and we love we still believe. We still believe in our Christmas.
Absolutely, you have to. Check out Tinsel Color here at Cinevita all month long. Happy holidays. You'll be pleased to know that was the first and only time I'll ever be twerking on camera. Tickets for Tinsel Color are reasonable. They start at $40, and you can just go to their website to get your tickets. It's fantastic.
Twerking class
all month long.
next week. So what are we gonna? How many times did it take you to?
Too many.
I was gonna say because it was good. That was good.
And we'll see my back out.
There's a couple of retakes.
Yeah, just a few.
All right. It looks really elaborate.
Big thanks to all the crew, though. It really takes like a whole village to make that come together.
It looks beautiful.
It's gorgeous, for sure.
Check it out. Still ahead, a 30-minute train ride from LA to Anaheim. We will have more on a $7 billion plan to do this.
Plus, tense moments at a local airport when a driver is spotted speeding on the runway. We'll have more on who was behind the wheel. Welcome to Good Day LA. It is 7:30 on this Wednesday, December 10th. Wow, we're just creeping so close.
To what? I know.
2 weeks
The
away.
end of the year.
2 weeks away.
Yeah, well, technically even less than that now.
Less?
Yeah, I know, right?
You got to mail those holiday cards ASAP.
It just sneaks up. You know what? I think we're so invested in Thanksgiving, and we think, oh, we were Thanksgiving. And then you flip the page of the calendar, you're like, oh, December's here.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you do holiday cards, Maria?
I do now. I'm so late, Amanda. I do New Year's cards.
Oh, my mom did that growing up.
That's a good,
Yeah. So I do a Happy New Year card is what I'll try to do. Okay, good morning to you on this Wednesday. Look at how gorgeous this is right now. We've got lots of blue skies. It feels like it's summer outside in the afternoon, doesn't it? We are not complaining though, right? We have had some incredible days, and this is all the result of an area of high pressure, which is in control of our weather, and this slight offshore flow. Yes, we're getting those winds out of the northeast, but not really too strong, so we don't have any wind advisories that are in effect. Let's take a look at what's going on with our graphics, and I will show you some numbers here. We're expecting a high of 82 today. Am I right about that? Are we going to get to the graphics so I can show you the temperatures? Maybe. Okay. Well, anyway, today we will be 18 to 22 degrees above normal. Currently, it is 57 degrees. Thank you so much, Mr. Director. We've got plenty of sunshine. The wind's mostly calm at the moment. But, man, the first 2 weeks or week and a half of December has been incredibly warm. The first week wasn't bad. It was definitely above average. We had one average day last Wednesday, but the last several days have been in the 80s and 70s, well above normal. Normal is 67 for us. The 82 expected today. A little far from the record of 87. I don't think we'll reach that, but our sunset time later at 4:44 this afternoon, so enjoy all that sunshine. 86 in Woodland Hills this afternoon, 80 in Santa Clarita, 84 in Pasadena, 88 in Corona, to that 64 in Big Bear. I'll show you the 7-day forecast plus your pictures and today's TV shoutouts in just a few moments, but first I'll send it to Stu up in Skybox watching our traffic conditions out there, and oh, the beach, very nice, Stu. About 1 to 3 is our surf height today if you're planning to head out there. Stu, good morning.
Hey, good morning. I was just going to pan over, show you those waves. You know, when it's beautiful days like we have this December, this week is just amazing. Skyfox, you know what? We're taking a beach day for sure. Just hanging out, goofing off, playing hooky. And we'll give you a little traffic. Pacific Coast Highway, that's what we got to show you right there. Newport Beach is where we are, and it is, I'm sorry, Huntington Beach. Oh, I'm sure, I hope I didn't offend anybody. You can see it right there. It is basically just good traffic. North and southbound, that Pacific Coast Highway, that Coastline Drive is going to be excellent. If you're taking this way to work, I envy you. If you're just out here enjoying the day, I envy that as well. But Pacific Coast Highway looking good, north and southbound from the OC to the Long Beach to the LA. Sending it back to y'all in the studio.
All right, Stu, thank you. Looking beautiful out there. Okay, so Santa Monica has a new mayor this morning. In less than 24 hours into her term, she is already facing backlash.
Sandra Endo joining us now to explain this. Sandra.
That's right. Good morning. A city councilwoman was sworn in last night as mayor, despite alleged ties to a controversial plan for a proposed housing development.
And so without further ado, if you'll repeat after me.
Carolyn Torosis took the oath of office and was quickly hit by criticism. Residents accused her of hiding details about a controversial plan to convert 2 luxury Ocean Avenue properties into housing for people with severe mental illness. Emails obtained by Fox 11 suggest she was involved in discussions about the project last December, despite earlier denials of prior knowledge. Critics say this raises questions about and concerns about her transparency and potential conflicts of interest, given her other role as policy director for Supervisor Holly Mitchell.
We expect honesty, and that's not what we've been given. Considering her position at LA County and now being mayor of our city, you know that she'll be working more for the LA County than she will be for our city.
In a statement to Fox 11, Torosis denied any wrongdoing, saying she wasn't told the addresses of the properties and that the city had no approval authority. She added that everyone agreed the locations were not ideal. The project has since been paused. So the city council was supposed to talk about the Ocean Avenue project last night, but it was voted off the agenda. But more to come on this for sure. Jen.
All right, Sandra, thank you. So California is moving ahead now with its embattled high-speed rail project. Next stop, Orange County. A new plan details the 30-mile Los Angeles to Anaheim section, including station upgrades and a maintenance facility. The estimated cost of this is around $7 billion. Money issues and legal battles have been an ongoing issue. Federal grants approved under the Biden administration were later revoked during the Trump administration. While construction continues in the Central Valley, there's no clear timeline for trains to reach Southern California. The project's future remains unclear.
Another big news this morning, Trader Joe's is opening a new store in Costa Mesa tomorrow. A ribbon-cutting ceremony will be held at 9 a.m. this morning. I'm sure there's a lot of excitement for this. It's a 9,500 square foot store located on the 2100 block of Harbor Boulevard and Victoria Street. This is the second Trader Joe's in Costa Mesa. The grocer is now operating 615 stores nationwide since getting its start in Pasadena.
Wow.
Back in 1967.
And it's been magic ever since.
I know.
Right. More Orange County customers.
Gave away another tote yesterday.
How many did you just buy?
I bet whenever the new ones come out, and I don't even know why I buy them, because it's like,
yeah.
I don't know.
They're like Pokemon. Got to catch them all.
But I was thinking Trader Joe's has single-handedly helped the reusable bag issue.
Oh, yeah.
Problem.
For sure.
I mean, so many people are just carrying them around all over the place. You'll see them just as a...
But now,
seriously,
more Orange County customers will get to know what they're doing, how their day's going. Have they made this before? I love all the questions. I love it. I love it. Good morning to you. Let's jump into entertainment, sponsored by Yamava Resort and Casino. Christopher Nolan, it's fair to say he is one of the finest filmmakers of our time.
Absolutely, he is.
Truly. Do you have a favorite Christopher Nolan film?
Oh,
Batman.
Gosh.
Dark Knight?
Oppenheimer.
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 Yep,
That's a long movie.
Great Oscar-winning.
But it's good.
Well, it is good. And he definitely makes his own rules and has his own set of standards when it comes to film and how he releases his projects. And that includes next year's The Odyssey. We are so looking forward to this. And that also includes The Odyssey's trailer. So Universal is releasing an extended trailer at 70mm IMAX screenings. The filmmaker's latest film was shot entirely with IMAX cameras, and the IMAX 70mm screens, that's when I interviewed him for Oppenheimer, Jen's favorite, are the optimal way of experiencing this work. It's expected to run close to 6 minutes. That's what's to note.
Wait, the trailer
will be running close to 6 minutes. It will precede IMAX 70mm screenings of Sinners and One Battle After Another beginning December 12th.
If the trailer is 6 minutes, my God, how long is the movie?
I want to say we're talking at least 3.
I'm going to say at least 3.5.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
I know, but it is one of the great sagas of our time. I mean, of all time.
Yeah.
Right?
Truly. Can't wait for that one.
Yeah.
It is so under wraps that we're not even going to get this trailer until Avatar hits theaters. So it's not online. You'll find like of somebody recording what the teaser was when they went over the summer, but we don't have an official Universal Pictures authorized trailer yet, and we will, though, in a week. Okay, Netflix and Paramount, they're in this bidding war, as many of you know, over Warner Brothers Discovery. But no matter who eventually and actually wins, those working in the industry are unfortunately going to lose when it comes to jobs. Analysts are predicting at least 6,000 layoffs when Warner Brothers is finally sold. Paramount plans $6 billion in cuts. Southern California's entertainment industry, as we all know, was already hit by the pandemic and the strikes, both the writers and the actors' strikes, and it may see further strain in the future. Experts warn consolidation between these major players often reduces production and jobs, leaving Hollywood workers bracing for tough times ahead. Now, somebody put this in a good way yesterday, too. A screenwriter gave his POV, saying when they have a script, they have bidding wars from studios. Who wants it? Oh, Apple's bidding against Netflix, and Netflix is bidding against Warner Brothers. But now when you have them more...
Now there's only one place to go.
Yeah, you're kind of... It's like take it or leave it in a way, because now they're doubling up, or even sometimes tripling up.
Just one of many fallout from this merger.
Yeah. There's also concern it stifles diversity, right? Because you have all these production houses that are able to take chances on these films, you know, when they're done by these, you know, just different types of communities.
We need original storytellers, we need diversity, we need more production in this city. Well, hey, that leads us to our poll question of the day. We know that a lot of you feel it more around the holidays. 2025 definitely had its ups and downs, so we just wanted to gently check in, an economic check-in. How are you doing? Are you thriving? Are you penny pinching at the moment? Are you okay, but maybe could be better? Go to foxla.com/vote and let us know. Looks like right now people are saving. They're trying to save those pennies.
Penny pinching, but I'm sure lots of folks are just grateful, right?
Oh, yeah.
Still grateful.
Absolutely.
All right, 7:40 is your time. Still ahead, LAPD Chief Jim McDonald is with us in the studio. He'll be here to talk crime, transparency, and your holiday safety.
First, though, let's get off to Stu with a check on our morning commute.
Hey, good morning, everybody. This traffic report brought to us by Jacoby & Myers Injury Lawyers. Just taking a quick look at that 605 freeway. We're in the Lakewood area. So this is going to be the souther end of where it is, and it actually is moving along pretty well. The southbound lanes, those are the ones that you usually see some slowing, moving along great. Northbound, even better. The 605 through Lakewood, great drive. Let's take a look at some traffic hotspots.
My car just hit me out of nowhere. My back was hurting, my neck was hurting. I called Jacoby & Myers. Hiring Jacoby & Myers was the best choice that I made. They genuinely cared of how I was feeling, how I was doing. Because of the settlement, I was able to spend more time with my family.
Jacoby & Myers, for the justice you deserve.
A look at some of our top stories this morning. Breaking news this morning, a federal judge in New York has cleared the way for secret grand jury records from Jeffrey Epstein's 2019 sex trafficking case to be made public. That decision follows two other rulings this week, ordering the release of materials tied to both Epstein and his longtime associate, Ghislaine Maxwell.
A shocking scene at John Wayne Airport. A security guard, look at this, speeding down a taxiway, possibly because of a medical emergency. The incident shows the guard driving a white sedan speeding past planes. Authorities detained the driver without incident, and he was evaluated by paramedics and taken to a hospital. Airport operations were not disrupted.
Billionaire philanthropist Mackenzie Scott has donated $63 million to Cal State Northridge. This is her second major gift to the university following a $40 million donation in 2021. The university's president says the funds will enhance programs that combine academics with strong student support. Scott's net worth stands at $33 billion, most of which comes from Amazon shares she received after her 2019 divorce from company founder Jeff Bezos.
All right, 7:45. Let's go over to Maria now for a check on our forecast. Good morning.
And it's a gazillion-dollar weather forecast. I'm telling you, this is why people move to Southern California. We've got Chamber of Commerce kind of weather. Taking a live look outside right now. This is one of our cameras right up on our rooftop looking out towards Century City, and it looks fantastic. Good Day LA weather is sponsored by My Home Sold. Why is it so warm? Why is it so beautiful? Well, I'll tell you in just a second, but I will also tell you this. Are you all done with your shopping? Looking forward to some of these key holidays here. Hanukkah starting in just 4 days. Christmas is in 15 days. And Happy New Year to you on the 1st, coming up in 22 days. It feels like winter already, though, in other parts of the country. Look at the high today in Bismarck, North Dakota, 15 degrees. We've got an area of low pressure moving into parts of the Midwest. We've got some rain mixing with some snow up here. Not so much in Manhattan or New York, but maybe upstate New York. We'll get some snow showers, but generally a little bit on the wetter side, moving into the mid-Atlantic later tonight into tomorrow. 65 in Dallas if you're headed there, 72 in Houston, to that 78 degrees in Phoenix. For us, we've got this area of high pressure. That is why it has been so warm. It has been blocking us from all these storms that have been riding high up and over it, over into the Pacific Northwest. So we do have this atmospheric river right now that's aimed right at Seattle, up into Canada. They're getting all that rain. For us, we've got an offshore flow, some breezy conditions, but these winds are staying slightly below the average, and it's helping to warm us up. Temperatures well above average, and it's keeping us dry through at least next week. What is going on? The first 2 weeks of December, so warm and so dry. Well, this is very typical of a La Nina weather pattern. We talk about this. We actually kind of advertise this over the summer, and that's when sea surface temperatures are cooler than average, looking at the equator, and this helps to anchor this ridge of high pressure over us. That means drier conditions than normal for the Southwest, colder and wetter up into the Pacific Northwest, and conversely, wetter up into the Northeast. So that's kind of the pattern we're stuck in right now. And as I mentioned before, maybe December 22nd or 23rd, we could see a storm break that high and bring us some rain. I'll keep you posted. In the meantime, temperatures on the sand, low 70s, 1 to 3 foot sets rolling in for our beaches in LA and Ventura, as well as Orange County, San Diego, a little smaller, maybe 1 to 2 feet. 73 on average for that high along our coastline. We'll cool it down a little bit as we get to the weekend, but it's still going to be above average, and we'll see plenty of sunshine. Downtown LA, 82 today, 70 on Sunday, but that is still above the normal, 67. Valleys, Inland Empire, feels like summer with that 86 we're expecting today, and then maybe 84 tomorrow as we start that slow cooling trend. Mountain 64 in Big Bear. I don't think we'll break any records today with that 64. High desert areas, 72 degrees, and then, of course, warmer as we get into the low desert. Palm Springs today in the 80s. All right, as we take a look at the temperatures here, 84. Are you ready for those pictures? Let's do some TV shout outs, shall we, before you walk out that door? Let's say a happy, I think it's a birthday today. Let's see who's up on deck. Happy 13th birthday to you, Papa, aka Arthur the Third. We are so proud of you. Say your mom, your dad, Leilani, and King. And then a happy 4th birthday to Zoe. Peace, I love that. Zoe, you're so cute. From Riverside, your family loves you too. Keep those pictures coming. All you have to do is email them to us. TV shoutouts at fox.com. Don't forget to attach that photo. All right, that's awesome. Back to you.
All right, Maria, thank you. So our next guest has been working his new job for a little bit over a year.
Feels like he's been around with us longer. It's not just any job, of course. He's the chief of the LAPD, Chief Jim McDonnell. Thanks for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
While we have you here, we had this breaking news this morning about the National Guard and the California National Guard. A judge just now basically gave control back to the state. It causes a little anxiety when we see the National Guard here in Los Angeles, but over the past couple of months, it's not like they've been a prominent presence anywhere except in front of federal buildings, but wanted to get your reaction this morning.
Yeah, no, the National Guard are a tremendous asset for California and for us. During the fires, they were our partners for months, and they did a tremendous job in the Palisades. So I can't say enough good about the California National Guard. When they were federalized and they came in, their mission was to focus on federal properties, federal employees, and the federal functions. So they weren't on the streets for the most part. They were at the federal facilities doing the job that they were assigned to do there, but great partners.
Yeah. You know, one thing we talk about a lot on the news, a lot of burglaries have been happening recently with the holidays around the corner. I'm sure that, you know, you're seeing more of this. How are you guys dealing with this? Because it's happening really all over the place, especially in Encino.
Yeah, no, we've had a lot of burglaries. Certainly, burglary is down overall, which is, you know, kind of a guide for us as to how we're doing. But it doesn't help the people who've been burglarized or reduce the anxiety for the people who are living in that community. We've worked very hard on that. We do in-depth analysis on what we're seeing. We've had South American burglary crews operating in the area, as well as South Los Angeles burglary crews. They replicate each other's tactics. They're sophisticated. They'll often come in a couple of days in advance, put cameras in the flower beds across the street or in cars parked across the street in an effort to be able to determine pattern of life. So if they're watching you and you're gone every day from 10 to 11:30 at the gym or whatever, that's the time they'll try and hit you. Then when there's likely to be nobody home.
No matter what people are doing, they'll put more cameras up. They'll put up the motion detector lights. They do all these things, and you see a lot of frustration from residents in the valley. They're saying, we're doing all these things. Why does this keep happening?
Well, they counter these things. They're sophisticated to a degree we haven't seen previously. They'll come in with jammers where they jam the Wi-Fi, and if you've got an alarm, your camera system is Wi-Fi, it'll potentially shut that down. So they have a similar MO each time. Go to the door, knock on the door after they disable everything, maybe come back 15 minutes later, knock again. If there's nobody home, go around the back, break the slider, get in. They're in for a handful of minutes and then got what they're looking for, often guns, money, you know, expensive handbags. Those are the kind of things that they're often small safes they'll take with them.
One thing we've also seen a lot of are these like mob-style robberies, going into 7-Elevens, smashing, and then, you know, you see just swarm of people coming in, and then inevitably we always read police haven't made any arrests just yet, or these massive street takeovers that we've seen more and more of. So what are authorities doing to track down the people involved there and prevent another one from happening? Yeah,
you know, a lot of this is our young people. You know, they're people under 18. They're out. Their parents think they're out with their friends at wherever that they've okayed them to be. But the kids end up in this kind of an environment because social media feed says, hey, meet over here at this time. They go and they do it.
Yeah, it's organized over social media, right?
Right, exactly. But parents need to realize that their kids can get jammed up. There are shootings. There are all sorts of violent activities that go along with these street takeovers, these smash and grabs and taking over 7-Eleven. Those are the kind of things that you know, parents can weigh in on that, and I think really have a big impact. Don't let your young kid get in a position where they're going to be jammed up for the rest of their life, or worse, or potentially hurt at one of these different kind of events.
But is there a way for authorities to see what's happening and then to track down some of the people who they see are involved?
Yeah, we do that. We get the camera footage and we go through that and painstakingly go through it to try and identify particularly those that are ringleaders, to be able to get the plates off the cars that you see in these street takeovers. These are often turn into violent activities. You have somebody there with a gun, and frequently you have gang members involved in this activity as well. So while it might seem to some as fun, potentially life-threatening for anybody in that environment.
Why don't we get you weigh in on what the County Board of Supervisors just instituted? I know you're with the city, but the county now has this new mask ordinance for law enforcement officers. A lot of anxiety out there, so people want to make sure that it's a law enforcement officer that's stopping them, or there's some kind of action against them. What's your opinion on that? Because you also have officers who are undercover. Some of your officers may want to wear facial coverings for whatever reason, for their own protection or for their own identity if they perhaps are concerned about being doxxed. They have their own families. What's your opinion on that, and how do you see this?
You know, a couple of years ago, we went for jamming people up for not wearing masks out there during COVID, and now we're jamming them up for the opposite. When you look at it from a public policy standpoint, I certainly understand the frustration. You know, it's discomforting to see police officers out there with masks on. You won't see our folks out there doing that. But to create laws where there's an expectation that local law enforcement is going to be enforcing misdemeanor ordinances against federal officers, that's not going to probably happen anywhere in the country. The reality is they may be able to use that to speed lawsuits that they may be going after to change behavior. But at the end of the day, you know, we all have to work together. The Immigration Enforcement Act, we don't get involved in at all. They're doing that on their own. But we deal with our federal partners day in and day out on literally every other type of crime. We're on task forces. They couldn't do their job without us. We couldn't do our job without them. So in the idea of how do we keep our environment safe, we are hurting as far as deployment. We're down almost 1,400 police officers, and the budget doesn't look good for supplementing that in the near future. So we have to be able to leverage the tools and the talents that other agencies bring to the table. And I would say that Los Angeles has become a model for collaboration, for working together effectively. So when you look at things like this, we need to take a step back and realize what are the impacts of this going to be. It's a feel-good thing, I think, in many ways for those that feel their hands are tied. But from a standpoint of what does it mean operationally, that's a different story.
I wanted to ask you one more question because we are tight on time right now. The Celeste Rivas Hernandez case involving David. This is something that's baffled so many people. Her body was found in the trunk of his Tesla. There have been many questions. Is he a suspect? So I'll just ask you, is David a suspect in this case? Yeah,
that's a case I won't talk about at this time because it's an ongoing case. To do so would potentially jeopardize the case. There was some talk, too, about our request to keep the information confidential that the coroner was looking to release. And our goal there is not to impede transparency. All of this will come out eventually anyway, but to try and not get ahead of the investigation. Information that's put out ahead of the investigation then potentially jeopardizes our ability to be able to identify and interview witnesses and bring justice to a very important case.
We're out of time, but it has been a challenging year. And just really quickly, what are your hopes? We're probably not going to see you until sometime in the new year. What are your hopes here for the new year for you and the department? Yeah, you know, we came out of 2025 was a unique year. A lot of challenges, the fires, the floods, the mudslides, the worst budget in the history of the city, the unrest that resulted from immigration enforcement. And I look at our folks, and in spite of being very, very lean from a personnel standpoint, they went out there day in and day out, put themselves in harm's way, took care of the disasters one after another, and at the same time drove crime down dramatically across the crime categories. Homicides are trending down 22%. That's very significant, as well as violent crimes in particular, but property crimes as well. So going into the new year, we want to be able to focus on trying to rebuild our ranks. That's a critical piece for us. And I always try and get a plug in there, please, for anybody who's interested in a policing career, LAPDunrivaled.com. Look at our website. LAPDunrivaled.com. Unrivaled.com. Is that a new one?
That's relatively new.
Oh, all right.
Okay. There you go.
Chief Jim McDonald, thank you so much
for being
here this morning.
Happy holidays.
Thank you.
To you and everyone in the department.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. right, good morning. Welcome to Good Day LA. It's 8 o'clock on this Wednesday. I'm Jen Lammers.
I'm Bob DeCastro. Yeah, really busy morning for you. We're going to start with Mario. Good morning.
A major cleanup set to happen here along the Santa Ana River Marsh in Orange County. We're live just ahead showing you the efforts here and the progress coming up on Good Day LA.
And a local emergency is intensifying in Orange County as crews work around the clock to contain a gas leak. We'll have the latest out of Newport Beach.
And a new all-electric hospital in Orange County opening its doors today. I think it's the largest in the country. We take you there live. First, let's get to Maria with a check on your forecast. Good morning.
You guys, I was this close.
I know, I saw it. Yep, this close to
Chief
it.
Johnson doing the weather with me. He wanted to do it, but you know, he's a perfectionist. He likes to do it right, so he needed a little more time. He said to kind of look at the green screen. But yeah, he's interested in the weather for sure. So are we. We have been really under these clear skies, a lot of sunshine, and it feels more like June, July than December. We have had an area of high pressure in control of our weather, and it's keeping that storm track well away from us. Temperatures right now starting to warm up. We're in the upper 50s now in downtown LA, 57, 56 in Santa Ana, 59 in Santa Monica. It's warmed up a little bit in Palmdale, but it's still a little on the cooler side, 40 degrees. Big Bear just below freezing now. It's 30 degrees there. Eventually this afternoon, Big Bear will reach a high near 64. I don't think we'll break another record like yesterday. Big Bear reached a high of 72. That's what we'll expect in the high desert today. Palm Springs, of course, warmer in the mid-80s. Out towards the coast, 73 degrees, 80s. Maybe nearing 90 even for the valleys in the Inland Empire today. And downtown LA well above normal with that 82 degrees. Will it ever cool off? I'll let you know with the extended outlook in just a few moments. But first, let's head back up to Stu in Skybox. Get another look at our traffic conditions out there before you walk out that door. Hey, Stu.
Hey, Maria, good morning, everybody. And it is, you know what, as far as the weather goes, it is beautiful. Maria, you nailed it. These are some great couple of days we're having out here. And as far as the drive goes, I think everybody's trying to get out on the road to go and enjoy some of that weather. Look at that. That's going to be the southbound 5 freeway. This Silver Lake is technically where we are, but it is slow all the way from the 134 down to the 110. Keep that in mind if that's your drive today. Northbound, usually looking a little better over here in Silver Lake, but today, same kind of deal, just high volume. Give yourself extra time north or southbound on that 5 freeway through the backside over by Silver Lake, Los Feliz, that whole area. You know the drill, but just give yourself extra time. But enjoy the day. It's going to be amazing. Sending it back to you all in the studio.
All right, Stu, thank you. To our top story right now, a large homeless encampment is being cleared out along the Santa Ana River in Newport Beach this morning.
Mario Ramirez there now with the very latest on this action. Mario.
Yeah, that's right. A massive coordinated effort, and we're seeing it just starting right now. I want to show you the long line of law enforcement and public works vehicles out here. We're just near the Pacific Coast Highway entrance where crews from multiple county, city, and state agencies are moving in to clear out trash, debris, and any homeless encampments that remain in the area. Now, I want to show you exactly what's happening as these crews are sort of having their morning briefing here, getting their action plan ready. The operation just weeks after the county's new anti-encampment ordinance took effect. Supervisor Katrina Foley says this is the first coordinated cleanup under the new rules and stresses that outreach teams have already been in the marsh, offering shelter, housing, connections, treatment options, and supportive services to everyone living here. Now, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, which oversees this federal property, posted notices in advance warning people that they could actually face a citation for a first offense and arrest for multiple offenses if they remain in the area. And crews are expected to finish this entire operation in just one day, again clearing out hazardous debris, repairing fencing, and restoring environmental safety here along the marsh. Now, the cleanup began at 8 o'clock. We just saw those crews here sort of meeting here as they get ready to start. We'll have updates here throughout Good Day LA. One obstacle here is the amount of people that might be spread out into this area. We just saw Costa Mesa police using their drones up above to try and get an idea of who might be camped out deep in this brush. So we'll have more coming up. For now, that's the latest here in Orange County. I'm Mario Ramirez. We'll send it back to you.
A lot of ground to cover there. All right, thank you, Mario. Emergency work is underway right now, also in Newport Beach, to fix a leaking abandoned oil well that has red tagged 2 waterfront homes that have been inundated by methane gas and oil seepage. So a crew is now drilling 24/7. For the next 9 days, they're doing this to intercept the leaking 1920s-era well some 800 feet below ground at Marcus Avenue and 36th Street. Once they find the well, crews will plug it to stop the methane leak and oil seepage that has left 2 homes red-tagged and threatens more. The old well also threatens to seep into the harbor.
Kind of just a hum. It's not horribly loud, but I'm sure the people in the houses immediately adjacent might say otherwise, but I'm actually amazed at how not disruptive it is. There's construction noise around here that's louder.
It'll take several weeks to finish all the work. Meantime, full street closures are in effect near the drilling site.
Grammy-nominated singer Jubilant Sykes is dead, and police say his son is responsible. Sykes, known for his powerful opera, classical, and gospel performances, was found stabbed at his Santa Monica home. His 31-year-old son, Michael Sykes, was arrested at the scene and reportedly has a history of mental illness. Friends and family are devastated, calling Sykes a beloved figure in his community and worldwide.
This community is in shock. My family's in shock. We're in shock. I can't talk about the son. Jubilant was a wonderful person.
It's devastating to the community. He is so well known all around the world. People are calling me now, just crying.
Investigators are still working to determine what led to the tragedy.
We do have some breaking news this morning. A federal judge says the Trump administration must return control of California National Guard troops to the state. The ruling came after California officials challenged the deployment of Guard members in Los Angeles without the governor's approval. The troops were initially sent in June for immigration enforcement, but conditions have since changed. The judge's decision is on hold until Monday, and the Trump administration argues the troops are still needed to protect federal property and personnel.
Also, breaking news this morning, a federal judge in New York has cleared the way for secret grand jury records from Jeffrey Epstein's 2019 sex trafficking case to be made public. The decision follows 2 other rulings this week, ordering the release of materials tied to both Epstein and his longtime associate, Ghislaine Maxwell.
Well, Santa Monica has a new mayor, and less than 24 hours into her term, she is already facing backlash.
Sandra Endo joining us now to explain what's happening here. Sandra.
That's right. Good morning. A city councilwoman was sworn in last night as mayor, and despite alleged ties to a controversial plan, she was put into office. And that plan that's controversial is for proposed housing development. Listen to this.
And so without further ado, if you'll repeat after me. Ready? I, Carolyn.
That was last night. Carolyn Torosis took the oath of office and was quickly hit by criticism. Residents accused her of hiding details about a controversial plan to convert 2 luxury Ocean Avenue properties into housing for people with severe mental illness. Emails obtained by Fox 11 suggest Torosis was involved in discussions about the project last December, despite earlier denials of prior knowledge. Critics say this raises concerns about her transparency and potential conflicts of interest, given her other role as policy director for Supervisor Holly Mitchell.
We expect honesty, and that's not what we've been given. Considering her position at LA County and now being mayor of our city, you know that she'll be working more for the LA County than she will be for our city.
What I do know, though, is Carolyn is a good human being who's genuine, and she's going to put the city first.
In a statement to Fox 11, Torosis denied any wrongdoing, saying she wasn't told the addresses of the properties and that the city had no approval authority. She added that everyone agreed the locations were not ideal, and that project has since been paused. Now, the city council was supposed to talk about the Ocean Avenue project last night, but it was voted off the agenda. Certainly not the end to this, though, in that case.
Yep,
Bob
we'll be following that. Sandra, thank you. Still ahead, a new development, the death of a teen found in the trunk of a rapper's Tesla. We'll tell you who just testified in front of a grand jury.
A routine drive turns into a nightmare. The shock for one driver after a plane makes an emergency landing nearly on his car. And Brooke is in Long Beach this morning. Good morning.
Hey there, I sure am. The Long Beach Ballet is putting the final touches on their world-famous Nutcracker production. I have a preview for you all coming up.
A look at some of our top stories this morning. The general manager of singer David's record label has been questioned in front of a grand jury here in Los Angeles. The jury heard evidence tied to the death of 15-year-old Celeste Rivas. Her remains were found in David's impounded Tesla in September. TMZ has learned that Robert Morgenroth testified yesterday.
Former Compton City Councilman Isaac Galvan pleaded guilty yesterday to bribery and tax evasion. The 38-year-old admitted to smoothing the way for $70,000 in bribes to secure marijuana permits in Baldwin Park. He also failed to report over $560,000 in income. Galvan faces up to 15 years in prison when he's sentenced in June.
A quick reminder for property owners, the first installment of your county property taxes are due today. The payment must have today's postmark to avoid a 10% penalty. Second installment is due April the 10th. To check your current tax amounts, use your assessor's identification number on the county's property tax balance due page.
8:15. Now, this is something you don't see every day. A small plane forced to make an emergency landing on a Florida highway wound up crashing into a car. Take a look.
I swear. Oh my goodness. 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 A plane just crashed onto a highway. On a highway.
Wow. So, yeah, this all happened Monday in Cocoa, Florida, near Orlando. Florida Highway Patrol says the plane hit a car in the crash, and one person was sent to the hospital with minor injuries. 2 people on the plane, nobody was hurt. The FAA is investigating what went wrong here.
I bet the pilot's going to be hailed a hero there.
Oh, my goodness.
Bidding opens today on some Dodgers memorabilia from 2 members of the victorious 2025 World Series team. Laguna Niguel-based SCP Auctions is offering Shohei Ohtani's World Series home run ball that tied Game 3. It was also his second home run of the game and his last home run of the season. SCP expects the ball to go for more than $1 million.
Wow.
The auction will also include items worn or used in Game 7 by hero Miguel Rojas. His signed and inscribed jersey, cleats, glove, and arm sleeve, sweatband, and locker tag, wow, are all up for the highest bid.
He's like, take it all.
Right. Bids will be accepted till the 18th. Excuse me.
Wow.
It's a money-making business now, I guess.
It is a business.
$1 million for a ball.
I know. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of home runs, too. So
yeah. And there's going to be more to come.
Oh, my gosh. Yes, exactly. Exciting. Well, good for them. Happy Christmas. I say happy holidays. Yesterday, it's hard to believe that it is the holiday season. Bobby, get some water. That guy needs his throat's getting... You know, yes, it is very dry outside. Part of that reason is because of these dry Santa Ana wind. So maybe you do have the dry throat. So moisturize, hydrate. That's what I say. Yesterday was 84 degrees in Anaheim. That was a record high temperature. San Jacinto, 83. Big Bear also broke a record, 72. Idlewild tied their previous record of 72 degrees. What is going on? Why is it so hot? Well, we've got this area of high pressure that is just anchored in the East Pacific, keeping that storm track well away from us. We have an atmospheric river that we're watching, but it's not aimed at us. It is aimed at the Pacific Northwest and into Canada. So that continues to bring in the storms up there to our north. High pressure in the meantime will give us the warmer temperatures because of this offshore flow. The winds are not that strong, so that's the good news. We don't have any wind advisories in effect, but highs will be once again today 18 to 22 degrees above normal. When are we going to get rain? Maybe December 22nd or 23rd. So until then, you can go ahead and plan for the dry conditions. We do have La Nina conditions right now. We talked a little bit about this developing La Nina pattern over the summer, and indeed it is with us. Cooler than average sea surface temperatures that helps drive and give us this area of high pressure. Drier conditions in the southwest typically is what that means. Cold, rainy conditions way up to the north of us, and then some dry conditions as well in the southeast, as well as cold and wetter conditions in the extreme northeast. 82 downtown today. No complaints, right, about our Chamber of Commerce weather. We got all that rain last month, so we're still doing okay. We still have that deficit of about 5 inches above normal water-wise. Big Bear, we need some help from Mother Nature, though, right? Temperatures will get into those low 60s. The good news is the overnight lows are in the upper 20s, low 30s. So they are making lots of snow in the overnight hours. Thousand Oaks getting up to those low mid-80s later this afternoon. I'll show you the 70 forecast in just a couple minutes. In the meantime, don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Ooh, what a beautiful shot there.
Super clear, too.
Yeah,
See the
Maria's been
mountains.
saying Chamber of Commerce weather, and it certainly looks that way. At 8:22 this morning on a Wednesday, clear skies, nice warm conditions today, above average temperatures. Beautiful.
Nice. That's a little weather recap. So a Southern California spin on a holiday classic.
Yeah, Brooke is getting a sneak peek at the Long Beach Nutcracker.
Hey there, yes, so they are actually putting on the final touches right now. I don't know if you could hear, I just heard, you hear a lot of movement going on here in the theater. It's really cool. I'm going to come right over here to David. We've made close friends this morning. There's a lot of logistics when you have a production as massive as this. Okay, so here's the thing. One, I want you to just tell me a little bit about the Nutcracker, which you, by the way, can come and see at 2 o'clock on Saturday, right?
Yep. 2 o'clock. That's our first show. We got three shows this weekend. Yeah, it's a huge production. We've been doing it now for like 43 years. Thousands and thousands of people come to see it every year. We've actually performed it all over the world.
Yeah. And, you know, speaking of, you all performing all over the world, just here in SoCal, you can probably see 30 different renditions of the Nutcracker. But I'm told that amongst all of them, this is one of the most spectacular. Why is that?
That's what people say. We've got pyrotechnics, magic, live animals, cast of 250, a lot of magic tricks and things like that. That's what makes it really, really special.
Yeah.
It sounds like we've got looks like we've got a rehearsal going on here. I know maybe we'll...
Should we?
Oh, yeah. Well,
okay, well, I guess we're going to step out of the way. I'm going to send things back to you all in the studio with I'm going to leave you with a little preview of this weekend show, special for our Good Day LA viewers. How cool is this?
Sorry, you guys, we're actually doing an interview right now.
I was like, what?
No, keep going. That was beautiful.
We were so
wait, what's going on?
We were so captivated. We were so captivated and mesmerized by that. And all of a sudden, like, uh-oh, what happened there?
Yeah. That's fantastic. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Absolutely incredible. All right, check it out there in Long Beach. We appreciate it, Brooke. Thank you.
All right, so more Americans are traveling this holiday season. The hottest destinations are, where it's hot. So according to AAA, the top international destinations are Cancun, Mexico.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you don't say, huh? And the Dominican Republic. As for the top domestic travel spots, both of them are in Florida. So, Orlando and Miami. How hot is it in Miami right now, I wonder? AAA says about 109 million people will travel by car, 8 million by air, and 4.9 million by another mode of transportation. Driving is the most popular form of transportation, but obviously because of its convenience and low cost.
They had that
What's
shot
the temp
there
in Miami?
They had that shot there of Cancun and that kind of parasail, and you sit in a basket.
Yeah.
I did that, and I'll never do it again.
What is it? What is it? What's the basket? What do you do?
There it is.
Oh, up in the sky
But
like
this,
that?
it's like that, but they put you in this basket, and it looks like nice and romantic.
No, that looks nauseating.
There were, first of all, when I went up there were no seatbelts.
Yeah.
And we were so high in the air, there was nowhere to even grab, and it was so windy, I was almost sideways like this, and I'm thinking, we got to go down.
Yeah, that's horrible. That doesn't sound like a fun place to be, for sure. Yeah.
Never again. Still ahead, a new all-electric hospital opening in Irvine, and Coco is there.
Good morning. That's right. We are at UCI Health in Irvine, the largest all-electric hospital. Coming up, come with me. We're going to take you inside a patient room to tell you more about the experience.
It is Wednesday, December 10th, 2 weeks before Christmas Eve.
Stop scaring. Stop it.
It is.
We're kind of all in
Stressing.
Christmas theme, right?
Stressing,
You have
yeah.
the
Oh my
red,
gosh, we are.
the white, the green.
My shoes are your color.
Yes, we are.
I can't see 'em.
We are in the trend. We're trying to feel the Christmas vibe. Because
Yeah,
it feels like
we're
summer.
channeling it.
I know. It feels like summer with the 80s and 70s out there.
No, I want one of my Christmas sweaters.
What? You want to make?
Oh, no, I would like to wear my Christmas sweaters.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought,
Sweaters.
yeah.
So, yeah, you know, I have a drawer. I have a drawer.
It's that time of year when people make ugly Christmas sweaters, right? This is where you
I
kind
just
of
buy
jump
them, but
together.
yeah, God bless anyone who makes them.
Okay. All right, well, despite the beautiful weather outside, we are feeling the stress of the holiday, which is right around the corner, you guys. So it's 4 days until the start of Hanukkah, 15 days until Christmas Day. So yeah, we're under the gun right now trying to get all our stuff done. 22 days until New Year's Day. The headlines today, summer light conditions will continue. So yeah, Chamber of Commerce type of weather. This weekend, we're going to start to cool temperatures down a little bit, but it will still be really warm in terms of above average highs will continue. The breezy offshore flow will be with us, but the winds are staying below advisory criteria. And it looks like dry conditions will continue into next week. So we're going to add a bunch more red boxes here on the calendar. We have had every single day, with the exception of last Wednesday, which was average for the day, we have had red boxes and above normal temperatures. So 80s will continue today. It's a good thing that we got all that rain in November and even in October, because it did give us surplus. So we actually have 5 inches above average in the bucket right now, and hopefully the pattern will change at some point. And we're looking at the long range models, maybe December 22nd or 23rd. We could see a storm come close to us, or enough to maybe bring us some light precipitation. But we'll wait and see. I'll keep you posted. In the meantime, today, dry, 82 degrees for today. That is above the average of 67. Our sun will set at 4:44 later this afternoon. These are the highs. 80 in Santa Clarita today, 84 in Burbank, 82 in downtown, 88 in Corona, to that 84 in Palm Springs. When I come back, I'll show you that 7-day forecast. In the meantime, let's check in on traffic. Samada is back in studio with a look at that. Hey, Samada.
Good morning, Marie. Good morning, everyone. We have a pretty busy morning. We got 2 active SIG alerts. We're going to take you over to this one that has been ongoing since earlier this morning. A collision with some debris in the roadway, and there's some roadway damage. So there's Caltrans crews taking away the 2 right lanes, fixing that issue. Again, southbound 101 right there at the 405. That SIG alert in effect until further notice. And you're looking at speeds down to 6 miles an hour. And over to the other SIG alert, motorcycle involved collision here, taking away a lane. Eastbound 91 right there at the 605. And the delays are building in both directions at this hour. Here's a live Caltrans camera. It's going to be the 605 right there, and looks good in both directions. Here's a look at some, sending back over to you two.
All right, Samada, thank you. Hey, what's your favorite holiday movie? What's your favorite?
Elf.
Elf. Ooh, that's a good one. Remember, you were young, you were singing at home with all the holiday songs. Well, now you get to do that live in a stunning arena that brings together 22 live performers, an 8-piece band, and 25 holiday soundtracks. Oh, and a host that all my millennials out there will recognize very well. It's called Tinsel Color at Cinevita, and I got to go behind the scenes. It's old school supper club meets a cozy holiday at home inside a one-of-a-kind venue where no seat is a bad seat.
We are in what is called a Belgian Spiegel tent.
Spiegel tent.
Spiegel tent. So Spiegel means mirror in Dutch, and there's 3,000 mirrors in here.
Wow.
So they call it a mirror palace. These have been around for a little over 100 years is when they first started.
Oh my goodness.
And everything is done by hand. All the glass is hand cut. All the wood is hand carved, all by one family.
To the best memories you have of the holidays, and it's right here on display at Tinsel Color. Live singers and bands performing hits from holiday favorites, old and new. All right, so here we go into the dressing room. Come with me.
How you doing?
Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous.
Sorry, just doing some last minute adjustments.
This is kind of your office, right?
Oh yeah, well, it's more the girls' office.
Yeah.
I'm actually just getting ready to put the girls in one of their looks. Any chance you want to join them?
Absolutely. Game on.
We ready?
What do we think?
Are you going out tonight?
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I truly do feel like Regina George in this. Okay, Jessica, talk to me about the number we're doing.
We're doing a little Mean Girls inspired number.
I love that.
Their classic Jingle Bell Rock.
Yep.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. We're gonna go jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. And then you're gonna go here. And we're gonna do these little hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then around.
Around.
5, 6, 7. This is the iconic moment. Slap your thighs, yep.
Yep.
And we're gonna bump our butts 4 times.
Oh, yeah.
1, 2,
I believe
3,
in the wild
4.
they call this twerking.
Yes, twerking.
Sexy Santa! From my mean girls to the new kid, the host with the most. So instead of it's ho, ho, ho. Oh, you got it.
I love a Christmas pun.
For Joey McIntyre, doing this show has made his sugar plum dreams come true.
We have the classics, and you have yourself a merry little Christmas, and it's the most wonderful time of the year, and all those classics, but there's some new stuff in there as well.
What's the McIntyre household like during the holidays?
I have to, leave the room more than a few times because, they're just driving me crazy.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I got 2
You need
teenage
that little
boys.
break in the closet, you
They
know what I
always
mean?
seem to want to wrestle right next to the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Other than that, we're blessed, and we love we still believe. We still believe in our Christmas.
Absolutely, you have to. Check out Tinsel Color here at Cinevita all month long. Happy holidays. Okay, you'll be pleased to know that was the first and only time I'll be twerking on camera, bumping the butt, as they say.
Bob and I want to recreate this with you.
Absolutely not.
What?
Tickets for Tinsel Color are reasonable,
I'm ready.
too.
It's like step,
You want to
step,
step?
Step. Don't talk about it, be about it.
You want to be about it? You want to be about? I'm not kidding.
It's
You want
gonna
to be
take.
about it?
It would take me a long time to learn
Here, let me
Teach
me
it.
see.
Let me teach you. Come on.
Okay.
Come on, Bob.
Okay.
Okay.
Ay, ay, ay.
It takes him a while.
Ready?
Okay. Jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell chime and jingle bell time. Dancing.
My pants ripped.
No! You did not.
I'm kidding. It didn't.
In the frosty air.
In the frosty air. Yeah.
Fine time. Love it.
That's pretty good.
That's good. We'll be your
That's
backups.
a great scene, by the way.
That is a great scene.
Iconic.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Doing amazing, sweetie. Iconic.
Yeah.
Mean Girls is a great movie.
It's such a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Brings you on back, doesn't it?
Just like the Mean Girls movie, not the Mean Girls in real life. Yeah, that's the important part. All right, well, if that wasn't enough entertainment for you,
well,
we've got more. Entertainment is sponsored by Yamaba Resort and Casino. Brendan Fraser, can we get a moment of all?
Love him.
Brendan Fraser, right? His latest film, Rental Family, will just fill you with emotion. I caught up with him as he talks about being a family man in Japan.
We sell emotion. How? We play roles in the clients' lives. Parents, siblings, boyfriends, girlfriends. What I'm offering here is a chance to play roles with a real meaning. What do you need me for? We need a token white guy.
I'm going to change your name to Brendan Had Me in My Feelings, Fraser. Over the last few years, you have really tugged on these heartstrings, sir. You have a line in this film that says, I'm just an actor. I don't help people. But, in your own career, I feel that your films have helped so many. So in real life, have you had a moment where someone has told you that your film has helped them?
Yes, I have, which is nice to hear. For instance, in recent years, I've done a lot of fan conventions. It's kind of like speed dating. People come through the line and you're signing and meeting, and occasionally someone will come through who I could see had a need. You just know, you look in their eyes, and they'll say something sincere like, hey, this performance or this movie that you made really meant something for me. And, that gets me in the feels too. And I'm glad for that. But let's remember, I'm not a public health practitioner, right? But I'm hopeful that whatever else I get up to is entertaining and maybe a little bit enlightening at the same time, which is why I chose this film, Rental Family, because it's all in the title. What is a rental family? I guess you have to go to Japan to find out. I'm your father. I'm your father. Hello, Mia. I'm your father.
Hey, dude.
She hates me. It's what being a parent is.
I'm so glad that a film like this is here right in time for the holidays, because family can mean so many different things. We're seeing like a boyfriend, you know, someone to go to a wedding with you, a father figure, a sibling, someone to just bounce off of ideas or talk about your day. Why do you think having it around the holidays is just going to resonate with audiences even more?
Well, look, if your family is driving you bonkers or up the wall, then come to Tokyo with me for a couple of hours and you can rent one.
We have Airbnb, okay? We've got Uber and rental car companies. Why not? We're all in need, I think. And I say this ironically because we're doing this on Zoom, but we are all in need of human connection.
You would think that we would not forget that, but in a place as populated as Tokyo is, or Los Angeles, it's possible to feel secluded. It's possible to feel lonesome.
Rental Family is in theaters now, and we want to go check back in on our poll, economic check-in. How are you doing? Right now, 51% of you are saying you are penny pinching. Thank you for taking the time to vote in our poll question. You can go to foxla.com/vote to let us know.
All right. Thanks, Amanda. Well, you still have names to check off your holiday gift list, right? I bet you also want to support 100% California companies. Well, we have you covered this morning.
That's right. So joining us again this holiday season are Susan and Liz from Blue Atlas Marketplace on Balboa Island. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for being here again. You're looking very festive.
Thank you.
We love Balboa Island. So you brought all this stuff, and it's from that area, right?
It's actually from LA and Orange County.
And Orange County,
and they're all local vendors that we are so excited to share with you today.
Okay.
What's the goods?
You know what? We love our games, as we always have, and Mahjong is exploding. And
I want to learn this.
Come down and we'll play at the store.
Do you know how to play?
No.
Oh. We'll learn together.
Exactly, exactly. But we have some beautiful Mahjong in regular size and travel from a local company, Brook & Go, based out of LA. We love their games. They're just amazing. And what's so fun about them is they come in different colors, but you can also do the personalized bags. Blue Atlas is all about personalization.
That's
we
right,
love to just make it special. So we've got this gorgeous bag that we've put some initials on, and it just makes for such a lovely gift.
Yeah.
I know. It's so fun.
And you also have the travel totes, too, I see.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, you know, going from a travel game into traveling, everyone's traveling for the holidays. And you always think you have the perfect bag. This is a local company, Boulevard Travel, that do amazing canvas, nylon, again, just beautiful personalization. You can do it for corporate. You can do it for personal. We brought the DOP kit because everyone thinks that they have a DOP kit and they look at it and they're like, we don't have a DOP kit.
That's not, that's not it.
It's the perfect stocking stuffer. So we just love everything about it. And then pickleball. You know, again,
it's America's fastest growing sport.
If I had time to play pickleball and Mahjong, that's all I would do. That's all I would do.
Someday.
But just a beautiful pickleball bag and perfect for anyone on your list.
That's great.
I know, fun, huh?
Yeah.
Love the DOP kit. You know, everybody knows what a DOP kit is anymore.
Am I dating myself?
Yeah, no.
Right.
Accessory kit. Yeah. Okay, we have some, speaking of accessories, some cooking accessories.
Oh, well, the wonderful thing is for everybody on your list, whether it's teachers, a client, a family, a friend, the idea of bringing a yummy olive oil is always the best. And Brightland, who is based here in Los Angeles, not only do they make a beautiful olive oil, but it's really whimsical in design as well.
Ooh.
And they have lots of different flavors.
Yeah.
What we love too is they have these fun sets where you can break them apart and you can make single party favors, or it could be just you know, a little gift for a teacher.
Like a collection of different olive oils.
Exactly. So you could do all together or do them independently.
It's something different.
Totally.
Yeah.
And one of our others, which we have talked about before, the Sweet Treat and Bubbly Kit, we could do all day, every day, all year round.
Right.
So it comes with usually a split of bubbly, but you can also put olive oil, gourmet chocolates. But our go-to that goes into it every single time is local Art of Caramel yummy popcorn.
Heck yeah.
So the vanilla bean cocoa nib is always our just go-to one, but they have so many different flavors, lots of different sizes.
That's great.
So it's really just such a fabulous gift. And you could even take all of the flavors together, put them in a bag.
Mix them.
Mix and match.
And then our touch is always to take the bag, customize it, whether it's with initials or a name or something fun, or the school of your, that your child goes to.
Yeah.
And then they can reuse these throughout the year too.
This is
How nice is
actually
that?
big enough to fit 2 bottles.
Well, you know what?
It is a double wine bag.
It's called a double wine
It's a
bag.
double
so
wine bag.
You know what you're talking
Depending
about.
on what your
And you know
interests
what?
are.
These perfect stocking stuffers.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, great idea too.
Good idea, yeah.
So.
We have something for the babies over here.
So, you know, in addition to all of the local brands here in Los Angeles, we are so excited. We are partnering with a local designer, Newport Nowhere, out of the Newport Beach area. And she's created this beautiful design that we've now collaborated with her and created all these fun products. So this is the Boat Parade Coastal California design.
Aw, how cute.
Everybody's
Really
getting
cute.
ready for the boat parade. So we have all the fun cups, napkins, playing cards. Again, as Susan said, great stocking stuffer.
Yeah.
We've got the candles. So all sorts of fun items based on boat parade life here in Los Angeles. So we're excited to be showcasing that today.
That is so cute. It has a little Duffy here.
Yeah.
I remember when.
And then, and the boats with all
Boats
the
and
lights
and the
on.
lifeguards. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all the things that are fun here in Southern
Machine
California.
washable, right? Very important.
Oh my gosh.
100% cotton and just so cozy.
And so people can just swing by and pick these up somewhere? Where?
Yeah.
Tell us how.
So
We are located on Balboa Island in Newport Beach, and we are open Monday through Friday, 10 to 4. So come on by and see us. We've got lots of gifts.
And if you're at the boat parade down there, you can.
You're going to be there.
Are you?
Are you?
You're doing a little preview.
We're doing a preview today.
You're doing a preview today.
Well, you'll see the big UPS truck in front of our
Okay.
store because we're shipping out over 2,500
yeah.
gifts this week.
Yeah.
Wow.
So come by and say hi.
I'll help them unpack.
Or pack a box for us.
Will do.
Susan and Liz, thank you so much for being here. Happy holidays.
You
Great
too.
ideas.
You too.
Yes,
Thank you
happy
for having
holidays.
us.
Yeah.
All right, let's get over to Samana. Good morning.
Oh my gosh, I love all those items and the little boat prints on the outfits. So cute. Go out there, pick some up, and if you are heading out to the Newport Beach boat parade, it's going to be fantastic. And speaking of Newport Beach, taking a look right now behind me, the 117th Newport Beach Christmas boat parade, it begins tonight and it runs through December 21st. Go take your family out there, but bundle up because temperatures are going to be sinking down into the 60s under clear conditions. It will be comfortable to start, and you want to get there early to grab your favorite spot. Again, starting around 6:30, and it goes on for 5 nights, again, in the Newport Harbor. Get out there to Blue Atlas Marketplace to pick up some goodies. Now, traffic conditions. Good daily traffic sponsored by law offices of Jacob and Ronnie. Call jacob.com. We do have pretty busy conditions on the roadways, taking you out to the eastbound side of the 91 at the 605 motorcycle collision impacting now both directions. It should be in place, at least the lane closure for at least another hour. Just a little bit of a struggle. And a heads up, we've been watching this issue earlier this morning. There was a vehicle that collided with debris, and there's some roadway damage, so Caltrans is working hard to clear that up. Southbound 101 right there at the 405, and that's going to be in effect, the SIG alert, until further notice. And here's a live Caltrans camera. This is going to be the 101 at Balboa Boulevard through the Encino area, and it is slow and go there. Here's a look at some other traffic hotspots.
I looked up and just ran.
Maybe we need to seek somebody who does have the expertise to be able to guide us through the process.
If you're getting to an accident,
You're in good hands by dealing with Jacob and Ron.
call Jacob.
And welcome back to you. I'm meteorologist Maria Quaban. This weather is sponsored by the law offices of Larry H. Parker. What a beautiful view of the island of Catalina. A lot of sunshine already at this hour, and we're going to warm it up again today to above average highs. High pressure system is in control of our weather once again, and it has been anchored here in the East Pacific pretty much for the entire month of December, keeping that storm track well away from us. So this will give us some breezy conditions, but staying below advisory criteria. Temperatures will drop slightly as this ridge of high pressure weakens a little bit as we get to the weekend, but temperatures will stay above average and we will stay dry through the extended outlook. Along our coast, 73 degrees today, temperatures cooling into the 60s as you can see over the weekend, but we're still looking at a lot of sunshine and it's still going to be above normal. Downtown LA, 82 today, down to the mid 70s as we get to the end of the week, and then the weekend maybe as cool as 70 on Sunday. But remember, the average is 67 for this time of year, so we're still running above that, and we'll warm up as we get into next week. As far as when we could expect winter conditions to arrive, well, not today. Certainly in the valley is 86. Maybe even not until December 22nd or 23rd when there's a slight chance for some showers. Until then, it'll stay dry. 64 up into the mountains. High desert 72 today. Down to the 60s this weekend. 69 degrees on Sunday, as you can see, but with mostly sunny skies. Palm Springs 84, a little warmer. We'll get up to around 85 on Friday, and then cooling down to around 81 on Sunday. Yeah, I'll keep you posted on those computer models and let you know exactly when the big changes will arrive. In the meantime, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Maria, thank you. So, you know, in the days of old, girls would dream of getting married and having a family, right? Well, that's much less likely today. A new Pew study shows just 61% of 12th grade girls in 2023 expect to marry someday. That's down from 83% in 1993. Boys' expectations stayed steady at 74%. So experts say shifting priorities and a desire for respect may explain the drop among girls. Fewer teens also expect lifelong marriages or plan to have kids, reflecting changing views on relationships and family. Researchers say respect and equality are key concerns for young women today.
Interesting.
Can you read this next one? Or you need me to up in there?
I'll try.
I hate that feeling.
Sorry.
I can
go ahead.
read.
Ashley, go ahead.
Okay, let's do it. So a new report reveals a growing gender gap in workplace ambition. The 2025 Women in the Workplace study surveyed over 9,500 workers. It found that only 69% of women want promotions. Compared to 80% of men. That's a sharp drop, by the way, from past years. Experts say the decline is linked to companies cutting back on diversity programs and leadership training. Experts say women with strong career support are just as ambitious as men, but without it, they're less likely to aim for higher roles. This was a big, in-depth survey that was done by Lean In. The report warns that cutting these programs hurts not just women, but workplace inclusivity and the economy as well. It's also, I mean, I'm sure like starting a family also has a lot to do with it as well.
It's almost in a weird way like the opposite of the last story we read that said that they don't expect to have families because they want more respect, ambitious and stuff, and now they're not as ambitious.
Yeah. So which one is it? It's like coffee being bad or good for you. Which one is it? Speaking of jobs, travel influencers could soon find themselves out of business, all because of AI. Yeah, it's taken over. The New York Times recently did a deep dive on how AI influencers are changing the travel industry. So companies are now using lifelike, computer-made personalities to promote places, hotels, and activities on social media. They don't have to pay anybody, right? They don't have to comp anyone for travel, too. So it all comes down, yes, to money. Digital influencers cost less, and they're quicker to create than hiring real people. Some argue that AI lacks the excitement and genuine feel of real travelers enjoying real places. Even so, businesses are pouring money into AI marketing. The Times says some are spending up to 30% of their budgets on AI influencers.
I've heard people doing this, like you're going to go to, let's say, Paris, and you can say, I'm spending 3 days in Paris, give me an itinerary, and make sure that I hit all the major spots. And it'll come up with an entire itinerary on day 1, 2, 3.
But you know,
and then you can say, buy me a ticket for this, and it automatically will show you the website to go there. So
there's that, but there's also like this idea that you know, Instagram and TikTok influencers are the ones who are like spearheading the travel industry now. And so to replicate that and make it even cheaper, they're using AI replicas of, real faces.
Yeah.
I don't know. So it's even less authentic, right? Because you're not even getting a real person like who's actually experiencing these destinations.
But who do you believe?
I believe everybody.
Do you believe the influencer?
No.
No.
I barely believe myself.
Right.
To check in with Sandra and Araxia. Good morning.
We're real over here.
Yeah, we
okay?
believe you.
Hi.
Who keeps it real?
Real deal.
Yeah, that's right. All right, well, Amanda's coming back to give us a first look at a disturbing new movie starring Zendaya and Robert Pattinson. The drama examines a couple about to be married and is very uncomfortable, to say the least.
And we're welcoming an influential singer into our studio. Thelma Houston is getting ready to celebrate the 50th anniversary of her iconic hit, Don't Leave Me This Way. We'll talk to her about that, her experience on The Masked Singer as the clock, and a special honor she's set to receive this weekend. Good morning. It is 9:01 on this Wednesday morning. I'm Roxy Carpadian.
And I'm Sandra Endo. Thanks for joining us. Let's take a look at today's headlines.
A new ruling about President Trump's use of National Guard troops in Los Angeles will tell you what a judge just decided.
An abandoned oil well is leaking in Newport Beach. We'll show you what's being done about it.
And our first look at Billie Eilish and James Cameron's upcoming 3D concert film, plus Zendaya and Robert Pattinson getting married. It's not what you think. I will explain.
What do you need?
It's coming up in about 15 minutes. You're going to want to see this.
Okay, getting married. Yes, okay, we're going to want to find out. Good morning to you on this Wednesday. It's December. I know it doesn't feel like it outside. This is why we've got an area of high pressure. Once again, mostly clear skies. We've got a lot of sunshine and temperatures really warming up again today to well above average. Right now, it's, we're on that steady rise into the 70s already in downtown LA. It's 72, but we're getting close to it in Pasadena, mid-60s here. Same for Ontario, 65. San Bernardino, 68. It's 41 now in Big Bear. Highs this afternoon will range anywhere from 64 in Big Bear, 72 in the high desert to that 84 in Palm Springs. Downtown LA should get to around 82, maybe a couple degrees cooler than yesterday, but still well above normal. 86 for the valleys in the IE to that low 70s along our coastline. I'll let you know the rest of the forecast when I come back. In the meantime, I'll send it back to you.
All right, we begin with breaking news. A federal judge has ordered the Trump administration to end its deployment of California National Guard troops in Los Angeles. About 100 troops remain in the city months after protests over immigration raids subsided. The judge today ruling that the federal government kept them in LA illegally and directed control back to Governor Gavin Newsom. The Trump administration plans to appeal this, though, arguing threats remain. The judge's order is on hold until Monday, giving time for further legal action.
Also breaking this morning, a federal judge in New York has cleared the way for secret grand jury records from Jeffrey Epstein's 2019 sex trafficking case to be made public. That decision follows two other rulings this week, ordering the release of materials tied to both Epstein and his longtime associate, Ghislaine Maxwell.
Crews are clearing out a large homeless encampment along the ecologically sensitive Santa Ana River Marsh in Newport Beach this morning.
Let's go to Mario Ramirez live there right now. Good morning.
Good morning. That's right. That large-scale cleanup effort here along the Santa Ana River Marsh in Newport Beach is now in motion, and I want to show you some of the activity that we're witnessing firsthand. You can see that group of public works crews down there from Orange County. We're right off PCH near the main entrance to the marsh here, where multiple agencies are working side by side to clear debris, any remaining homeless encampments, and restore this environmentally sensitive area. So let's go to the video here and a look at just some of the debris as this operation was getting underway here this morning. The cleanup being led by Orange County Supervisor Katrina Foley, who represents this area, marking the first coordinated cleanup since the county's new anti-encampment ordinance went into effect just last month. And that allows enforcement actions with no warnings, even when there are no shelter beds available. Now, officials say county outreach teams have already made contact with everyone camping in the area, and the Army Corps of Engineers, which manages the federal land, also posted warnings here, alerting people that they could be cited or arrested under federal regulations if they remain on the property. Meanwhile, the project manager this morning says one of the biggest challenges is the amount of ground these crews need to cover.
The guys, they really have to watch their steps throughout here. Once again, this is habitat. Unfortunately, our guys are handcuffed, but anyone who is trespassing, they're not. So they will hide in here. They'll try to blend in. A lot of times you'll see them with tents that you won't be able to see from just off of the trail. So you may not be able to see them until you get up close. We found caves in some of our spots where they're literally, you walk up, you see a piece of cardboard, and you pick it up, and there's a hole there, and someone could be living inside.
That gives you an idea of the landscape out here. Now, this is one of several drones being used to search the area from above and locate any homeless that may be hiding deep in the terrain here before connecting them to services on site. Now, crews expect to remove large amounts of trash, fix damaged fencing, and address hazardous material while preserving this river marsh habitat. Now, back out here live, we just watched some of these crews pull out bags of trash and also this propane tank. The cleanup officially started at 8 o'clock, and crews say they hope to have this done by the end of the day. For now, live here in Newport Beach, I'm Mario Ramirez. Back to you.
All right, a lot of cleanup there. All right, Mario, thank you. Now, emergency work is underway in Newport Beach to fix a leaking abandoned oil well that has red-tagged 2 homes inundated by methane gas and oil seepage. A crew is now drilling 24/7 for the next 9 days to intercept the leaking 1920s-era well some 800 feet below ground at Marcus Avenue and 36th Street. Once they find the well, crews will plug it to stop the methane leak and the oil seepage that has left 2 homes red-tagged and threatens more. The old oil well also threatens to seep into the harbor.
It's kind of just a hum. It's not horribly loud, but I'm sure the people in the houses immediately adjacent might say otherwise, but I'm actually amazed at how not disruptive it is. There's construction noise around here that's louder.
It'll take several weeks to complete all the work, and meanwhile, the full street closures are in effect near the drilling site right there.
New Medical Center in Orange County will make environmental history.
That's right. UC Irvine is opening the country's largest all-electric hospital, and Coco McAvoy is live in Irvine to tell us all about it. Hi there, Coco.
Hey there, this is a big day. UCI Health is the largest all-electric hospital in the country, and it's now officially open. Patients are here. I am here with Chad Lefteris, who is the president and CEO. If you can talk about how significant this day is.
This is a very big day. Thank you for being here. Many years in the making to get to this moment, to bring our unique brand of academic healthcare to a new location, but a new, very special custom-built location that's really taking the long view, the forever view in mind.
Yes, and we are on the 7th floor. There are patient rooms here, so we're walking through, and we're about to see a beautiful piece of artwork, and it's really about the details here, even down to the artwork, right?
Thank you so much for noticing. It's a great point. So we have built an amazing building. We've had amazing teams, builders, designers, but the little touches matter to the patients. We got that feedback from patients early on. We had an entire arts committee that helped select from local artists, California artists and beyond, to bring a different feel to what was otherwise a stuffy old hospital, perhaps.
Right.
So it really changes what you see around us. The artwork really adds a dimension. We call it a positive distraction for our patients.
I like that. And we're about to enter a patient room now. And what's really cool is you can see the solar panels.
Yeah, great point. So, and this is the standard room, by the way. This is not a special room. They're all this way. And we can generate about 1/4 of our daily usage of electricity with the solar panels that you see here. It's the solar arrays across both parking structures on the rooftop. And it's just one of many, many elements that went into